Disclaimer. This video, like all videos featured on this channel, is definitely intended for mature audiences. This video is likely to contain profane language. Content is inappropriate for minors. Video is not for kids.
Welcome to the Dr. Greenthumb Show. Lord of mercy. How you doing? How you doing?
Oh, what it do, what it do, what it do. Yes, thank you very much for the generous applause. The Dr. Greenthumb Show live on Twitch, Discord, YouTube, and the home site, www.BREALTV. To my right, Mr. Goodlight, DJ C minus.
What up? Happy Friday.
It is so happy. To his right, Mr. Eric Big Drum Bobo.
What's the deal, buddy? Yo, I feel like I'm deaf in one ear because only one side is working.
Probably the plug.
Difficulties.
It's on purpose.
Probably the plug. We got the Treehouse Crew, both the blah, 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 and the Dominator.
Yo, 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 what up? Sorry about that, Bobo. Eitan!
Eitan. We have the strong one in the house, Steph Tone.
And I echo that same sentiment. I'm only hearing things in this one ear.
That's
Really?
It's always like that.
Yeah.
On that side?
Yeah.
Okay.
We have the Concentrate King, Cali Blake.
What it do? What it do?
What it do, what it do. We are in the house. What it be like, y'all? It's the Dr. Greenthumb Show. Live on Twitch, Discord, YouTube, and the home site, BREAL.TV. And yeah, we are here on this strong-ass Friday.
Last Friday before Christmas.
Did everybody get their Christmas shopping in? Did you get yours in, C minus?
No.
I figured as much. How about you, Bobo?
Yep.
Yep. When did you start?
I did this before Black Friday.
Ah,
So I didn't have to worry about nothing,
you was up in November.
you know, and just like let everybody else go and deal with those lines and try to get parking, you know, people fighting in the parking lots like at the Citadel.
Oh man, that was bullshit right there.
Saw that, right?
Yeah, I saw that. That was some bullshit.
You know,
In the
gotta
lot?
people got to treat each other better, man.
Yeah.
Know what I'm saying?
and then as they were fighting, then there was a guy that went into one of the people's car and started taking out the wallet, the purse,
Stole like $2,000.
and he had $2,000, $2,000 or $3,000.
Where was
That's some
it?
bullshit right there.
At the Citadel.
Oh,
you know,
wow.
at the
Yeah.
outlet.
Yeah, that's like towards what, East LA or something like that.
It's like right by industry, right?
Yeah, right by industry. That's right.
It can't get ghetto, or
Oh, yeah.
It can, and it did.
and it did.
That is no joke, man. You got to be careful these days, man. Like any little words you might have with someone will escalate in a hurry around this
It
time.
was over a
Oh,
parking
look at
spot.
this.
It wasn't even,
Oh.
yeah.
Get
It was over a parking spot.
That little homegirl that got bullied right here, she took a good one on one of them, though. She gave it to the face. Just they ganged up on her, and that's some bullshit right there. The mother couldn't do anything because she just had surgery on her knee. She's trying to get her daughter out of there.
Damn, dude.
Oh, yeah.
She got one off,
Got one.
though.
She got
Good.
one. She
She got a good one off.
Bobo is filming it.
See, and that's the thing. How come nobody went in to help those two women against the four girls and the one guy who went in the car?
Bunch of pussies.
Instead of doing shit, they're just filming it.
'Cause you don't go viral like that.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like, what the
You don't go
fuck, man?
viral for
You
helping.
don't go viral for.
You don't go
helping
viral
out.
for helping. Yes, that's the problem.
Bam! Oh, look at
It's very simple. People don't go help
All right.
because they're gonna get sued. I mean, that's really the only reason.
Well, they could go try and break it up, man. They don't got to like squash anybody or sock somebody in the face unless they're defending themselves. But like just to see someone getting harassed like that, beat up, and you ain't doing shit, that's
Pussy
that's
shit.
that's just as bad.
No, you should definitely try to break it up. But I'm just saying the reason why I think most people don't do it.
They
I
scared.
guess they don't want to get They don't want none of their drama. It's like, look,
I think they're more afraid.
Scared.
They don't want to get caught up in it because something might happen to them.
Let me ask you this: when do you think, or do you know what year was that Black Friday turned this crazy, like violent?
For the video games and the shoes. Like the first couple stories you heard was like when there was like a sneaker drop, probably a Jordan of some sort.
It was like Tickle Me Elmo
And then
shit.
and then but the two big stories were that and for like one of the
PS2
gaming consoles.
just
It was
started.
either
Yes.
Xbox or PlayStation. Motherfuckers went and got jacked for that.
It was in the 80s. That's when it all started.
Nah, not like it is now today.
I'd say
No,
2000
that's
is when
saying.
it ramped up.
Yeah.
Because
Oh, Tickle Me Elmo was before that.
No,
and
in
that
the
was
80s, like
crazy.
Cabbage
That-
Patch Kids.
that
Yeah,
was pretty
Cabbage
crazy.
Patch
The
Kids,
cat-
right.
Yeah, but they weren't doing that here in Cali for a Tickle Me Elmo. It was for the sneakers or for one of them consoles. That's what the two stories were here.
I mean, they was fighting for Cabbage
I
Patch
mean-
Kids.
Do you remember how they started? Like at first, used to be like you would open at 6 a.m. on the day after Thanksgiving, but then it became a thing of like they were opening at midnight on Thanksgiving, right after Thanksgiving,
Right after
like,
Thanksgiving.
and then it was like we're open till 11 the next night, and you could come and it seemed like that's when it started getting.
Well, you know,
Black Friday in July.
it's also a time where like people are shopping, and if you're one of them jackers, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna wait, look for someone who is easy to overtake and grab their shit from them. Look at this. This is it's like cattle, son. The minute that
Why?
shit
Oh, that
opens,
shit's
it's
opening.
like we not
Why?
waiting for this gate to go all the way up.
Why do you have
Fuck
fun
that,
with
because
shit like
what they're going for is a popular piece that is gonna sell out.
Yep.
or it's a TV.
In every section that there's a popular piece, there's a amount of consumers that saw it. They're going to get it before it sells out. Whether it's a toy or a
TV.
fucking TV or some sort of clothing item or some sort of gadget. Yeah, I mean, people will scrap for the last one of them.
Absolutely.
How many of them you think are flippers? And that's why,
Plenty of them.
There's plenty of them.
like
Plenty.
the majority of the first comes is flippers.
So I think back in the day, not so much. Today, absolutely.
The
Now,
key is to know
Yeah.
also know that store. If you know that store, so you know exactly where it is, where to go, like immediately. Because look at if you're going over there just to see like what you can get, and not be specific. Because some of those people are being specific.
And look, that fight that happened in that parking lot didn't even fucking happen over or purchase or any of it. It was over that the people that were in the parking space had their door open. And the two ladies asked them, or the mother and daughter asked them to close the door. They closed the door as soon as they pulled up and got out of the car. That carload of people got up and started beating up the daughter. You know what I mean?
Bullshit.
Over them like asking them to like close the fucking door. It wasn't even over any purchases.
Or
Nothing.
not even stealing.
It hadn't even gotten
Yeah.
into a fucking store.
Mm.
You know what I mean? People got to fucking be decent with each other, man. It's like ugly out there, man. Especially at Christmas time. It's ugly right now at
Yeah.
Christmas out there, the way people are treating each other.
Merry
Fucking-
Christmas.
Yeah, it's a Mariah Christmas, and y'all are treating each other like it's a pariah Christmas, son. Like that? See what I did there?
I saw that. I heard
Vocalizing.
I was here. I heard it.
No inflection, just
A little bit.
verbiage. You know
Smidge.
what I'm saying?
And then you heard that the Amazon employees
Yep,
on
the
strike.
The strike
What?
nationwide.
No, I didn't hear that.
Nationwide. And the Starbucks workers are on strike too.
Oh yeah.
Like the Amazon strikers, they're trying to unionize because not all of them are union, you know what I mean? But like they're getting apparently treated like shit. So they're striking on I believe a national level, and the Starbucks folks are like separate strike, but they are also striking.
Is it just
right now.
Is it just the drivers? Is it the manufacturers? Or is it everybody?
It's all of them.
Oh wow.
All the workers.
All the workers in the warehouses.
So there's no Amazon right now?
No, Amazon is saying, though, your delivery packages will still be out on time. They should be. That's what they're saying.
They should be out on
That
time.
many scabs?
They're like that. Notice the word should be, not they will be. They should be.
Right.
I'm an Amazon Christmas shopper. That's it. I'm not going into stores. It's easy. Find it, send it to your crib. It's done. Easy.
Yeah, I agree.
I need Amazon.
Yeah, it's hard to go out there.
Brutal. I'm not going
Yeah.
into that shit. No
Because realistically, the hardest part is the parking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got to find the parking. It's all smashed out.
Yeah, that's the bad.
And then now you got to worry about if someone's fucking waiting for you at your car or someone followed you to your car, depending on how much shit you bought.
Putting air tags.
Can you
on
get
your
jacked?
car.
Or putting air tags on your
On
car?
Your car, yeah.
Wow.
Fucked up, man.
I mean, you just also got to think about dealing with other dickhead shoppers when you go out.
That
to work.
too.
You know what I mean? Because you might, it's the one TV you're going to give someone tries, and then you got to like, yeah, it's just.
And all of that is after you were already on the road for at least 30 minutes. When it
Yeah.
should only been like 5 or 10.
Yeah.
And also,
All
like,
that.
would you really bring your kid to the Black Friday thing like that with all
No, you shouldn't.
No.
that people are gonna?
I mean, not everybody has an option though.
Right.
But
right.
I would say that if you couldn't get a sitter, then maybe you sit this one the fuck out.
Word. Get your kid.
You know what I'm
get
saying?
one, man.
Because, I mean, you should take your kid to that, man. It's pandemonium.
Yeah.
I mean,
and-
the presents get taken from the kids. You know,
Yeah.
they're holding something, and they get the thing ripped right out of their hand.
All's fair.
That'd be me grabbing it from like an 8-year-old. Like,
That's
Give me that
cold as
shit.
give me that.
Little Timmy will fight for his.
Little
Trust
Timmy.
that.
He
I'll
won't win.
boot little
He won't win though.
Yeah.
Little Timmy will fight for his. He may lose, but he'll fight for his.
He won't
dog.
win.
They kick,
He will not win.
kicking
little
shins,
Timmy.
man. That's it. How was that?
Blazes like,
FTK,
fuck little
bro.
Timmy.
Yo.
Nope.
Now wait till we don't have nothing for real, man. Fools is acting like that just at Christmas. Wait till they acting like that all
For water or like supplies.
Yeah, just
Oof.
whatever.
Oh yeah,
man.
it's coming.
That'll be bad.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean, they act a fool at Christmas for a gift,
Yeah.
not even needed.
Well, it's for a gift they're supposed to give someone else.
Yeah.
Think about that. It's like they're buying it for their kid or
Right.
someone else, and people get like aggro.
Think about the toilet paper during fucking
It's that
COVID.
they're doing it for a cool reason, like to give someone else some happiness. But look at the aggro shit they're going through to give someone else that little bit of happiness for that little stank ass day.
Yeah, people already acted a
It's
fool over the
crazy,
TV.
yo.
It's crazy, right?
Because they just finished giving thanks. That's what Thanksgiving. He just finished having a holiday. We give thanks for everything. We thankful for everything that we got.
Thank you, thank you.
Wow. Then the next day, you're trampling over people.
Next day,
Get
that
some-
night,
get them
To get
deals.
someone else a present
Yeah.
on some deal shit,
this shit happened.
or to
that
get yourself, or to get yourself some shit. It might
Yeah.
even be not even for someone else.
Yeah.
You know, yesterday's kindness is not today's kindness.
Listen, I know it ain't y'all that are watching this show because y'all don't partake in stupid shit like that. But everybody else that does, man, come on, man, have some fucking humanity for a change. You know what I mean? I know it's a lot to ask, but fuck.
Man, and if
Crazy.
any of you out there is doing some crazy shit, live your best life. You know what I mean?
I don't know what that even means, Steph,
I mean,
but
what an endorsement.
If you're out there fucking up, enjoy it.
You just do it, bro.
If you're gonna do it, man, all right.
I'm looking at the Amazon numbers, and it says the Teamsters are representing almost 10,000 Amazon staff and contractors at warehouses, deliveries, and air hubs. But Amazon employs like 1.5 million people. So that's that's like maybe 1%,
it's
a little
1%.
over.
It's 1% of their
Yep.
company that wants to be
Unionized.
unionized, and the rest are just like, well, we're just doing what we got to do.
We're just working.
Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, they got to be fair. Did you hear about the two dudes that got arrested for the meth lab they found in the Inland Empire? Son?
Oh,
Yeah, someone's
Half of the IE is
labbing it. Well, two motherfuckers got caught. Out of all the guys.
Is it elaborate?
Around.
Is it like an elaborate setup?
I don't know how elaborate it was. It was on stank ass. Last night, probably this morning too.
Wow.
But 2 dudes got caught taking their chances, son. That's a dangerous endeavor, though, man. Because if you go wrong there, that shit is blowing up.
And there's so many things that can make it blow up.
So many
Like one
things.
thing.
That shit got to be airtight, son. You cannot have a dumbass.
How often do they get blown up making meth, though? How often does that
Probably more often than we know.
Yeah.
more than just not reported.
Just not reported,
Yeah.
and maybe they don't even know.
Right.
I mean, because some of these places are in places where there maybe you don't have a neighbor for a couple miles or a mile or whatever. So
They
don't
do them in remote areas and
Yeah.
stuff like that. And it depends on how big. Like, you have people who make them in the size of a soda bottle. So when that blows up, it's not like the whole neighborhood's going to know. When they're using big, 5, 10-gallon beakers, then you got big problems.
Then you got big problems.
Because, I mean, I think typically, none of us probably really, I don't really care about meth. I don't think any of you guys
But
do,
you would
know?
freak out if there was a meth lab next to your house,
Yeah.
bro, because they could
Yeah.
blow your house up too.
But all of what I was going to say was, though, just as a fan of Breaking Bad, right? They made the manufacturing of meth look amazing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
there's people out
they
there.
kind of glorified it in a weird way.
Right.
Maybe they didn't intend that, but that's what it seemed.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's one of the things is about like we ended up, rooting for the villain.
Yeah.
And
Anti-hero.
the anti-hero, as we spoke about before. So like him making in the process of, him and Jesse and Walt making that meth where it was like 99.9% pure, like everyone was like, oh shit. And then you start rooting for the meth maker and dealer.
And they started out.
Not in real life, though.
Not in real life.
Well,
But-
that's what I'm saying, though. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, what if it was really like, some fool in the same position, it was Walter White in real life next door. He's like, man, this is for my family, dog. I got to
But
do it.
take that shit down the block, son. You ain't blowing my house up.
Yeah.
Them fumes are deadly, too. Like,
Yeah.
No, I
fumes that
agree.
come off are
But I'm
poison.
just saying, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
Yeah,
what
I
if
mean,
they
it's
were
just like when Colors came out. It was about gang banging, and a lot of motherfuckers
Colors.
across the country wanted to all of a sudden make a gang and call it a Crip or a Blood gang, or if you're of Latin descent or heritage, whatever, you fucking all of a sudden you got a fucking gang too.
Yeah.
After Colors.
Dude, we watched it the other day. What was it? Tuesday, right? We watched it, and me, Steph Tone, and Bolton, we were watching it, and Strong Tone was like, yo, because of this movie right here glorified gang warfare and lifestyle so much that it spread.
Yeah. You're not
Everywhere.
wrong. That's absolutely right. Because like in places where there were no gangs before, all of a sudden there was popping up with gangs. And shit.
Yeah.
It was everywhere.
They did MSNBC specials on this shit.
Dude, remember what was it? Gang banging in Little Rock?
Banging in Little Rock.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
remember
Remember-
that.
I
one.
re-
Also,
That was a big one.
also, there were gang members that moved from California to these places and linked up with little badasses in these other places, and then created other gangs there too. That happened as well. But Colors was responsible for spreading that shit in places that it didn't
Dude.
exist before, for sure.
100%, dude.
Because they made it look cool with maybe not that intent, because that was a Dennis Hopper flick.
Yep.
And Dennis Hopper lived in Santa Monica at the time, or Venice, one of the two places in there. There was a lot of shit going on where he lived with gang violence that was happening in the sales of fucking heroin and eventually cocaine and shit like that. He was like witnessing all of it where he lived, because he didn't live in the Hollywood Hills at this point. You know what I mean? Like he wasn't up there isolated with all the other stars. He was like in the shit.
Right.
And he, wrote a movie about it, but he wrote it in a way, and I don't think he intended to, but it made gangs look cool in a way.
Well, we all seen Gangs of New York. You know what I mean? How could that not be the case there's got to be a Gangs of L.A., you know what I mean? We
Right.
never saw that movie.
Well, there was a bunch of gangs of, like gang-based movies here in L.A. Look, Boulevard Nights, that was one of them.
Boys on the Hood.
That was one of the first ones, along with this other one called Walking Tall with Robbie Benson, who was like a big, apple pie American star. That was like his most cutting edge role for him at that point, because it's like a Jewish guy playing a Mexican kid, who's from a gang trying to date a white girl. And so there was that. And then eventually, and before that, there was Zoot Suit, right? Because Zoot Suit was about L.A. Latino gangs.
Yeah,
and
Pachucos and
how it all starts with the fighting with the Navy guys. You know what I mean? The
man.
young Latinos that were here, the young Chicanos here that were constantly having to fight against the military guys and shit like that. And you know, the story of how one gets killed and this guy gets charged for the murder. So those were like the first gang movies we saw that were based in Los Angeles. And then eventually Boys in the Hood and Menace and the rest, you know what I mean?
South Central.
So there's always been a representation of that because LA's always had has always had gangs for a very long time.
Let me ask you this.
Not as long as New York.
Since we're on this topic of gangs, I always wondered why the colors red and blue.
That I don't know.
What was
red works with blood.
You know, I wasn't there, but they chose up. You know what I mean? Different colors. You know, they were different organizations. You know, they were both activist organizations in the beginning. And then something that happened in the 70s, I believe, like just sort of flipped that shit on its head. A lot of the guys that were the heads of these different neighborhoods were put in jail. Right? And these were educated dudes who were trying to like do stuff in the community and like empower the people and educate the young bucks behind them and like, you know, to strive to be better. But like, you know, as it was, there was a war against them from the LAPD. So a lot of those dudes end up going to jail, and the generation after that had no guidance and not as much education as they had, that eventually these factions start turning into gangs. You know what I mean? That's some of it.
And those two colors just represent polarity, duality. You know what I mean? They're opposites. You know, hot and cold. You know, that's really all red and blue is. You know,
red and blood is kind of easy, I think.
Well, I think that the organizations that existed at the time could be that one had like blue insignias or whatever, and the other had red, and the people that were down with this particular organization, they eventually, you know, get down with this side, and then they break off and make their own factions, and the same for the other side.
Yeah, because this, I mean, if you're just going on Bloods and Crips as the story, I mean, it's so beyond all that. You know what I mean?
There's a documentary that's on, I don't know if it's Tubi or Crackle or one of them, but it's about that shit. Even some of the stuff from that documentary has been sampled in a lot of rap shit here and there. I think some Ice Cube shit, definitely some of my shit from the Duck Down album. And yeah, fuck, I can't remember what it's called, but there it goes. Boom, Made in America.
Oh, that's right.
Little Tubi special, Bobo.
Old.
Yeah, it's on Tubi.
If you watch that, Bobo, it'll give you a little bit of background on that.
All right. And this isn't a B movie, anything like that. This is documentary.
That's educational.
Yeah.
Type thin. It's a thin, son. You know what I'm saying? It is National Ugly Christmas Sweater Day, man. And we all failed by not having it. But you know, like, I would protest this day. I would think it should be Christmas Eve that's National Ugly Sweater Day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I've seen in one of them, it's like Christmas Eve, drinking eggnog.
Well, I don't know. I don't want to be in Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Ugly.
I don't want to be.
The day before.
The day before, maybe, but
The eve of Christmas Eve.
You know, the first time I
No. It's got to be Christmas Eve. If not Christmas, I mean, you would wear an ugly sweater at, you know, if your family was throwing a Christmas thing on Christmas and everybody agreed, hey, ugly sweaters. So we take photos. It's a fun Christmas. People do this.
Yeah.
But either Christmas or Christmas Eve. How could it be an off day? It's called Ugly Christmas Sweater.
well,
Not ugly day before Christmas or day after or week before Christmas
true.
sweater.
But what happens when you have an office party and it's the annual Christmas party?
You
and
could
it's
use
not
it
on
there
Chris-
too.
It's not on Christmas Day.
You could use it
true.
there. You could use it there too. But I'm saying, if you're going to give it a national day, it should be on the eve or the day of.
There are 12 days of Christmas.
Yep. Shit.
Technically, you're right. Touche.
12 days.
Just
Yeah.
saying.
And it's on
According
one of
to according to the song.
Right.
and it's on one of the 12 days before.
Why
so-
the fuck are there 12 days?
Oh,
Why do we only know about one of them? That's how we know.
We only
Just
fuck with
11.
2 of the 12 days. What's the other? What are the other 10 days supposed to be doing during this 12 days of Christmas shit?
That's when you get sent something. That's what the song
What, a
said.
fucking partridge in a pear tree?
My true love sent to me a partridge in a pear tree.
Yeah.
Did you get a partridge?
No.
I didn't even get a
that
pear.
back.
Do you got a pear tree?
No, I didn't even get a pear. Fuck the tree.
Didn't get no 5 rings.
No, there's no 5 rings.
No
I
turtle
got about
dove.
5 rings, but ain't nobody gave them to me.
You know, so I protest that whole thing, that whole song.
Damn.
Lies.
That song, it is lies.
Lies,
Lies.
fibs.
Yeah.
Total
Never got
bullshit.
anything for the 12 days of Christmas.
This
Nothing.
that's
People
horrible.
people been so worked down though they forgot it was 12 days. They could only manage 2 of them. They're like, Psh, it's all I got time for, dog. 2 days. That's it.
They
Only
waiting for
afford to.
They waiting for day 12.
When we say one of the 12 days is 11 maids milking. Is that
11
true?
maids milking.
How hard are the
There's
maids?
a lot of milk or butter that's gonna come out of that. Son.
And
Milk me
are they
some.
hot?
Probably butter.
I mean, obviously,
Milk.
probably not.
All of them.
I don't know. We're very random right now.
That's 11 of them, though. Imagine that's like
11 milkers milking.
that's double plus one of us right now. Like in a room together.
12 pipers piping.
Ah.
Damn, that's fucked up.
10
That's
lords
a,
a leaping.
That's a porno right there.
6 geese a laying. 8 maids a milking.
12 drummers drumming.
9 ladies dancing.
3 French hens.
10 lords
Fuck
a
them hens.
leaping.
10 lords are leaping.
11 pipers piping. And then
I know 3 lords. I don't know. I can't find
3
the other.
lords are leaping.
I got 3 lords. I don't know 9 lords.
now is that name or like
Should
There's
hit up
DJ Lord, Lord,
DJ Lord.
Lord Sear, Lord Skull.
When have you guys leaped? Have you guys leaped during the 12 days of Christmas ever?
I don't know.
like 9 unless 9 other lords are leaping.
Aton just leaped in here to give us those drinks. He was leaping.
9 leapers leaping.
It's a great song.
It's fun to remember.
We're confusing the fuck out of it right now, but that's all good.
hey.
It's also National Sangria Day.
Oh.
That would have been great to have like a little sip of sangria.
Yeah, you make great sangria.
I did once upon a time. I can't say that I could replicate the goodness again, but I did have a good. I should have. I always kick myself in the ass for not writing down the recipe that I used to use because it was on the money, like with the taste and the impact.
So you kind of went by a recipe you didn't do by mental. By
Well, I used to have it memorized. Yes, like I used the base, foundation of what you use in sangria, and then I added some other things in there that weren't necessarily a part of this other person's recipe, and I made my own through it. And it was very good.
yeah.
But you have to let it chill overnight. You can't have it. You have to let all the fruit and all the shit you put inside of it, like, ferment with the fruit, like, overnight, and then you drink it. And then, it is fucking socket to me city, son.
Wow.
Let that ferment.
Yeah.
Ferment.
Rojo knows he had many cups of it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, National Sangria Day. I could co-sign that. Co-sign it.
I got some Trader Joe's winter sangria mix right now. No alcohol, but it's delicious. And what's the odds that it's called sangria? I'm like,
Hey, man.
Wow.
Fucking, you called it today.
not
dude.
alcoholic, but it's good.
Word up. It is also National Underdog Day.
All right. Shout out to Underdog.
Salute to the underdogs out there.
Always.
Yep. Yes. I mean, that's always us. You know what I mean?
Been the underdog.
In our game that we play, what we do,
All about the underdog.
yeah, we don't get the automatic looks that other artists get. You know what I'm saying? And we wouldn't want them. We earn ours. Whatever opportunity that they don't give you, you have to make one on your own.
Yes.
We've been able to do that. We still do it. You can do it. You know what I'm saying? That's my advice. I want to give you one, you make one. You know, people be waiting for a door to open for them and shit, and then they get mad when that door don't open. You can't just wait for that door open. Look for other doors and create opportunities where motherfuckers will walk
And
right
kick
through.
one fucking down.
Kick
man.
one down.
Wow.
Yeah, just kick.
Bah!
You gotta explore the floor first. You know, just because the one ain't open, and there might be a few other words that might be more beneficial.
You know, listen, people take L's all the time. You know what I mean? In most cases, we take a shitload of L's before we get one win. And when you learn how to win, you stop taking as much L's, but you're still going to take them because guess what? It's life.
Life.
Lives.
Life will throw you an L every now and then. You know what I'm saying? Humble your ass up.
Hell yeah.
Make you remember.
Yeah, when you're thinking about actually physically kicking that door down, just turn the dial. Because you might catch a real L real quick, kicking that door open. Bam!
Yeah, it's a figurative
open
term. Yes, you know.
Turn the knob.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Someone on the other side might be up, man, what you kicking the door down for?
Why is your ear so fucking close to that door?
Instant problem.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. In other words, don't give up.
Yes.
You know, because it's easy to fucking just call it. You know what I mean? If certain shit ain't going your way and you put a whole lot of time behind it, and you know it could break you depending on what it is, especially in the music and entertainment period. Like if you're an actor or actress, comedian, these are hard mediums to make it through. We've right here been fortunate to like fucking knock through it and you know have a go and make a run, but it's not the easiest profession. You know what I mean? It could break you with as many L's you might take before something actually sticks. So, you know, you got to have some tenacity and the passion for what you do and just keep fucking rolling. Because here's the thing, right? Here's the two different scenarios is one, you might be a very talented person that just can't get the fucking break. And you take an L after L, and it's maybe even costing you money. But you have the talent, and everybody could hear it, and they're like wondering, why the fuck can't this person get a break? That person has to like sacrifice and just stay the course until a door opens or till they open the door.
Yep.
Through what it is they do, like the right ear or the right eyeballs on their shit. Now, the other scenario is that, like, you got the passion for it, but you're just no good. And you could have put a whole lot of time into it and not have grown and gotten to a point where people could say, hey, man, you know, this guy's or she is not getting an opportunity, not because they're, you know, they're just not good.
You know, there's that real fucked spot, too, with certain people who are really, really good, but will never get the opportunity. Like, I have a friend, I won't name his name, but he was one of the best, like, freestyle, off-the-dome rappers, voice, sound, everything. He was amazing, and he's now probably getting close to 60 years old, and he's still, you know, open mic nights. He gave his whole life up because he wouldn't, people, you know, when he was in his upper 30s, people were like, yo, you might want to try something else until that pops off. But he just, you know, he wouldn't accept the fact that this wasn't going to be his life. And he kind of blew almost his whole life, where at one point he should have said, hey, I'm going to keep trying to do this, but
let me try another.
Yeah, let me do something else until that. You can't, you know, it's such a fine line because, like I said, wise, he was amazing. But
it's like in cultivation, and you know this.
Right.
This part, you know, there's plenty of people that want to get into the cultivation aspect, like in cannabis, right? And they think it's easy. And when they get into it, it ain't as easy as they think. You're going to take like 4 or 5 seasons to get it right. Yeah. And then still
fuck shit up once in a while.
You're still going to fuck shit up every now and then. Variables that you thought you had locked to go wrong. Shit changes, you know, somebody might get in your ear and you might try something different and fuck your shit up and be like, damn, why'd that happen?
transformer blows on the block. Next thing you know, you have no power. Out of
Anything,
your control.
anything could happen
Yep.
in them first 4, 5, 6, 7 seasons. Now, talented motherfuckers that absorb the knowledge, they start to get it after 4 or 5. Others take a little bit longer, and others should pack it up, pack it in. As the line goes in the song, pack it up, pack it in, get the fuck out, because like you should be good at this by now. And some guys just never get good at it. They cut corners. They listen to too many people and experiment. They could never. It's like an artist trying to find a sound. You know what I mean? Like when you know you got your sound, you're on that, and you'll try to make that evolve. Whatever you learn, you're like, okay, I'm going to take that and apply my knowledge and maybe add a couple different things, but not too much, because this is my shit right here. Motherfuckers that just, they don't know, they'll try anything and everything and then just never catch. They never get their legs. I've seen it. Guys that like, guys like Kenji and Rojo that like
Dialed in.
They went through the trials and tribulations. They learned what to do, learned what not to do, and focused up and became master cultivators. And there's a lot of them out there.
And they stay evolving.
Up on game on, what is
Tech.
working in tech, what is working in nutrients and all this other shit and lighting and all the things, right? But it took some failures for them to get that knowledge and not like give it up, because those guys and guys like them are talented in this shit.
Risk versus reward.
Right.
That's all.
Other
that's all it is.
other guys don't got their discipline to do all those things that they did, that they learned from and actually, stopped doing and did what worked, and maybe evolved their formula to producing little by little things, because they realized early on what works, what doesn't.
Right.
Instead of letting people get in their ear to divert them from what works. Because that happens. You're going to have a bunch of nexperts coming and telling you shit in your ear that don't know shit about it. And then you're going to have haters that don't want you to flourish, so they're going to give you a bunch of bad fucking advice too, if you're the guy that listens to everything.
That sucks.
Yeah, it's fucking hard, man. But
Yeah, man.
But
Shit.
hey, if you're good at it, you don't give up and you keep pushing. If you're not that great at it, take the message, you know what I mean, and try something else.
Yeah.
Just saying, spare yourself the grief and spare your friends the stress, because they're trying to fucking tell you and convince you, and you're not listening to them, and they're dealing with your crazy ass attitude because you're mad.
Constantly rapping in your ear, like, oh, come on, dude.
Yeah, it happens. It happens. This game is ugly, man.
It can get.
I think if you really want to learn to cultivate, your first priority would be to work under somebody who already cultivates, and
You gotta start.
and hope that they want to actually give you the right information, because you're doing work for them. They don't want their operation all effed up because you didn't know how to make it right. You know what I mean?
Yep, you got to be the apprentice.
Yeah, you got to learn somewhere how to do it right from someone else.
Oh, yeah.
Well, a lot of people who are like master cultivators will purposely task each person with something different. So not everybody knows the whole recipe. You
Sure.
only know your part.
Sure.
You know your part. You know your part. So they do that on purpose to
Yeah, so that you
protect
always need them.
proprietary- Exactly.
So if the minute you don't need them,
Exactly. You're gone.
that value goes away. It's just like that, Mike.
Damn.
I was gonna say when you
Close
guys were like growing up and everything, and you wanted to be in music, and this is for like everybody, including like Callie Blaze. You wanted to get into like cannabis cultivation or
Yeah.
concentrates and everything. Were your parents like, you better have a backup plan, or
No,
did they just kind of tell you to go for it?
My
or
dad grew weed, so I was good.
because I know
could
like
pick
a lot
the
of
right
kids,
thing.
like a lot of kids where I come from, like in a small town, like. If they were 16 years old and they say they want to go out and try something, like if it's music or do something in the arts, a lot of the parents will be like, I don't think so. You need to try something else.
What about you, Steph Tone? What'd your parents tell you when you told
Get a real job.
right? How about you, Eric? It was probably different for you though, because your father was a musician.
Well, my Pops, he was, happy that I was a musician, but it was like later on after he passed that my mom was like, you should, get a backup plan just in case, get a degree. Leaving school was a big thing because I was supposed to get my degree.
Yeah.
That was the plan, but music had other plans for me.
How about you, C minus?
My mom, when I told her I was, DJing was gonna be it, she was supportive. Like, I think she worried a little more in the mid 20s. Like she was just one like, all right, But then, she was pretty much supportive of it.
Yeah, my mom's very supportive, but it's that period of time from when it's only just playing in the house or in the garage,
Right.
Yeah.
and then actually playing shows. Once
Yep.
we were playing shows on the reg, and it's like, look, I'm really actually doing this. I'm
Yeah.
not,
Yeah.
I'm messing around.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's when it starts to, you get that support. But
Yeah.
but it's when there's nothing but you just jamming out. It's like, you ain't doing
Yeah,
that.
that's the thing.
For me, my father wanted me to drive trucks, big rigs and shit like that.
Is that what he did?
That's one of the things he did, but that was the main thing he did. My older brother still drives big rigs right now. He taught all of us at a very young age and shit.
Wow.
So that was his future for me, but obviously that wasn't mine, right? And my mother, she was like, find whatever it is you want to do.
That's
And,
dope.
even if she didn't understand it, she didn't speak against it. She just sort of let me figure it out. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's how it was for me. I didn't have a backup plan.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the key things that made me like push forward and be responsible and accountable with Muggs and Send Dog in terms of doing the work.
Yeah.
Showing up to the studio, being able to write the songs and like deliver them, and then after, like doing the interviews and then doing the promo and all that bullshit right there. You know what I mean? I didn't have a backup plan, and I figure if I did have a backup plan, I would have fucked all that up, because if I thought for any minute that this was too hard and I wasn't having a good time doing it, I might go to that backup plan and ruin my fucking life. So I didn't have the backup plan. I didn't want one. It was this or bust.
When you started recording, were you what, late teens, early 20s? Like what?
Probably 18, 19,
Yeah,
something like
yeah.
that.
I didn't have no backup plan.
Nope.
I didn't have no plan to begin with. I was just, I was enjoying my, life the way I liked it. I was living, the way I wanted to live. The music was having fun. That was fun.
I think when you talk to most artists, in the music industry, and probably even in acting and the arts, right? A lot of them will probably tell you they didn't have a backup plan. It's a small percentage that actually did, that they went, got an education, they had degrees in this or that, or they had another talent that they could maybe lean on. But that's a small percentage in our business.
Yeah.
Most of us didn't have a backup plan. It's what we do or bust. And I think that's partially why we push forward, because this was all we knew and what we wanted to do.
Yeah.
Bars right there.
Yeah,
Simple and basic.
Yeah, the
Same.
backup plan.
There was no other option. That was the option.
Dude, same.
That was what I was doing.
Dude, as soon as I graduated high school, there was no, what am I going to do with my life? I just knew I was going to continue DJing. And there was no backup.
Yeah.
There was
That's
no.
it. I'm cool with this.
Yeah, this is
is
it.
good.
I mean, when you got other options, it's all great. But like, you choose what you choose. And if that's what you chose, you just might make it work, because it's something you feel a certain passion about. Like Muggs, for instance, right? He played baseball. They were scouting him. He was a heavy hitting left-hander. He could fucking hit home runs like a motherfucker. You know what I mean? He was great at baseball. He could have been a pro player, or, at least a high-level collegiate player, and he chose to start DJing. Left that whole shit alone. And
He was great at that.
Changed his trajectory and his future
Yeah.
to where he might have been an athlete for some years and eventually retire. But he chose the path that he could retire whenever the fuck he wants. He could work as long as he wants, and his name is always going to be spoken. You know, like right now, he's doing fucking mad work. He's out there killing shit. People talk about DJ Muggs, the Black Goat. You know what I mean? If he had played baseball, they'd have been talking about him in past tense. Oh, yeah, when Larry Muggerud was playing baseball, he was this, that, bop, 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 bop.
Well, yeah,
Wow.
That was
about that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a crazy thought.
Talking about that, like for me, the backup plan was to get a degree. I was a jazz studies major. Now I look at it. Had I did the backup plan, the opportunities for me to do a bunch of stuff would not really be there, for the simple fact that jazz, that genre of music, is not really the popping thing.
It's not mainstream
here in the States.
Yeah, it's not mainstream
it's
here.
not mainstream enough. So I would have, done the backup plan, and if that would have been in reverse to me, what I'm doing now, I wouldn't be where I'm at. You know what I mean?
It was
Right.
So like sometimes you just got to make that choice and what feels good to you, and sometimes it's going to be crazy to others. They would think they're not in that position to be like, oh man, well, I'm going to go out and join a band and I'm going to go and have those dreams, They're just either corporate or retail or whatever they can do.
Hey, listen, in the words of Drez, the choice is yours. You could get with this or you can get with that.
I love jazz. Jazz, to me, jazz is the musician's music.
Great.
Yep.
It's dope.
You know,
I appreciate it a lot more now than I used to, man. Like, there's a lot of great jazz artists out there, and it's like, it's almost, well, not almost, but it's similar in the way that symphonic music is, like the symphony style shit with the orchestra. It's a lot of color-based music. Yeah, it's, instruments, but it's like music that is like, it projects color, right? Jazz does that same shit.
I just had
Like hip hop doesn't necessarily do that.
I
But
feel like jazz is for people who already gobbled up everything there was, and they needed something else still. Like they already ate up all the mainstream and pop music. You know what I mean? Jazz was there to finally test them, like give them the swing and that cadence that they.
what's
like,
crazy is,
Man, what's that doing?
do you know jazz was
Where's the
birthed?
one?
Jazz was birthed from the blues. It just turned into a hybrid infusion
Yeah.
and turned into a completely different thing. But I mean, shit.
I mean, jazz is very similar to metal, is that like there's a lot of different time measures, just like different bar measures and stuff, and it's amazing to like get into that mind frame of like listening to jazz and hearing where they go, and it's like I love listening to like Coltrane and Miles Davis and
Fela Kuti.
Fela Kuti, he's amazing, and you just kind of you hear these musicians in the room. And they're just kind of communicating, you know what I mean? And it's just kind of language that they're doing, you know what I mean? And that's dope. That's the dope. And it's the same thing, you can look at certain metal albums or certain metal groups, you know what I mean? It's like they look at it in that sense as well.
They kind of do that. Some of them absolutely do that.
Yes.
Absolutely. Guys, did you know it is the birthday of the legendary Peter Criss of the band Kiss, born on this day in 1947. Kiss.
Beth, what can I do?
Bloom, 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 bloom. If you want to listen to
Beth, I hear you calling. Oh, you went too high.
Come home right now. Me and the boys are playing, and we just can't find the sound.
Yeah, no, I was good.
Yeah.
Just a few more hours, and I'll be right home to you. 'Cause Beth, I hear you calling. But Beth, what can I do? What up, Bobo?
Blum, blum, blum,
That song
blum. Well, we got to add that into the Michael McQuattro.
We were off key there.
Hey, it was our first time.
That was
It
our
was
first.
Heavy
freestyle.
duty. That was a real strong commitment. You guys.
Well, if
weren't
it
just like-
says anything, Steph Tone, C-, and I know this fucking song.
right,
Kinda.
We just,
I was a
you
Kiss
know,
fan.
Yeah, what was the name of that song?
Beth.
Beth off the
Right.
Destroyer album.
You betcha.
Yeah, me and Blaze looking at each other like, well,
That is their biggest hit.
Yes.
Yeah, the drummer sang the biggest fucking hit. How about that?
wow.
And they did this.
That's
night.
to you drummers, B. We got to find a
Yeah,
song for
there
you
you
to
go.
sing, Bobo.
There it is
man.
right
To
there.
have
let's
you
do it.
singing. We're gonna call you Bobo Henley Chris, son.
Oh, damn.
Know what I'm saying?
BHC.
BHC, Bobo Henley Chris.
Gene Simmons, he's going on a solo tour. You gonna go?
No, I don't
Nah,
know.
I don't think so.
You know,
No.
my pops went to school with, I think his name was Gene Klein or something, but he went to Newton High School. So
That's cool.
same high school as my pops. Yeah, he knew him going to school.
Hey,
Yeah.
Big motherfucker.
fucking Newt.
Pete
All
Press, happy birthday.
Yes,
Yeah,
Peter
happy
Chris.
birthday.
Did you know? It is the birthday of Alan Parsons of the Alan's Parsons Project.
What? Hey, like, okay.
Hold up. Born on this day in 1948. Go.
All right. Now, would be some of his music might even be considered yacht
I
rock.
knew you were
You
going
know,
there.
Yes.
Eye in the sky.
Yeah.
Woo! It's heat rock. But he's also prog too.
He's
Like-
also Prague, yeah.
Like 'cause,
okay, I
you
get
know.
it.
And he was also the engineer for Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon.
Yeah, Alan Parsons, man.
That's one of the theme songs on Coast to Coast.
Eye in the sky.
He looked like one of the, I'm drawing a blank here, but one of the wrestlers from WWE.
Yeah, he does look like he could be a WWE wrestler.
Damn.
Dressed like Ted DiBiase or something.
There
There
it
it
is.
is.
No, in the bottom right there,
Yeah.
that black photo right there, it's blackish.
Yeah.
Right there next to his big photo where he's waving up.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks like he could be Ted, a hairy Ted DiBiase.
Looks like Jim from Slipknot right there.
Yeah, not the other photos, not so much. But
Root.
Yeah, look at
happy birthday, Alan Parsons!
Hey, man.
Did you know it is the birthday of Chris Robinson from the Black Crowes, born on this day in 1966?
Boy, that's good, Chris Robinson.
He's a stoner king right there. Salute to
Oh,
Chris Robinson.
hey, we should get him on the show.
We need to get him on the show.
Man, Yeah.
He's an amazing interview anytime I've seen him.
I want to say, y'all stank ass didn't even wave Jessica Simpson for Mellow Mayonnaise. I was
One
looking,
person.
I was looking for the tags. I was looking for that. Did not wave Jessica Simpson on Instagram at.
The gall.
So I don't know if we could ask him to wave Chris Robinson. One, I don't know if he's got an IG or anything like that. Two, they've gotten lazy in terms
we
of.
got stories with Black Crows, man. Serious stories. It was serious.
You guys toured together?
Well, no, I recorded. I
Yeah.
was in the studio with him for a month.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
The album,
Bobo invited me down one time. It was a serious vibe. son.
Wyland.
man, he's wilding, man. And they had a bar inside the band room.
Yeah, they did.
Johnny Wong's Tiki Hut.
Can
Yeah.
you fault
Okay.
them though for providing and maintaining such a?
I mean, one
Great
of the
atmosphere.
ISO's booths were filled with boxes of whippets.
Come on.
I mean, they was trying to have fun, and
Yes,
I don't know how much shit they got done, but they was trying to have
Well,
fun.
let's put it this way: we were there for a month. We finished the album, and then they scrapped the record.
Really?
We were partying too
That
hard.
album got scrapped.
Who
And it-
scrapped it?
Chris Robinson.
Oh, he really?
He scrapped it. I mean, the brothers was fighting. It was crazy. And then we wound up going back in the studio. They got a bona fide producer, and that's where the album Amorica came out.
Oh, I know that cover.
See, that's the thing when the band tries to produce itself. It's not as easy as it might sound, because everybody got an idea, and you might fight over these ideas. When you got a producer, a certified guy you trust, you sort of put it in his hands, and he may put the stamp on it, or maybe the guy telling you, "Hey, look, I don't think we need that."
And they were fully torqued.
Man,
Yeah.
it was sad business. But yeah,
Yeah.
They were partying and stoned.
Was
happy
it this,
birthday, Chris
Happy
Robinson.
birthday, Chris.
Happy birthday.
Oh yeah, Chris, happy birthday.
Chris.
Did you know in 1968, Cope 2 graffiti artist from the Bronx was born? Happy birthday, Cope 2.
Sick with it.
Yeah, what's up, Cope?
Got some,
Coke 2.
got some sick work out there.
Mr. Coke 2, what up?
Word up. And did you know, in 1973, we lost the legendary Bobby Darin. Some of y'all don't know who the fuck Bobby Darin is. He was one of them artists from the 50s and 60s, by 50s.
Jesus.
He did a lot of stuff like, you know, with Frank Sinatra's team and peoples like this. He was a very well-loved dude.
Hell yeah, I've heard his name forever.
Yes, Bobby Darin. Bobby D, they called him.
Splish splash.
He was the first Bobby D. There's a few Bobby Ds out there. You know, we know a couple of them, but that was the original Bobby D.
There's a song, If I Were a Carpenter.
Yeah.
And Splish Splash, is that his?
Yeah, Splish Splash. He's got a bunch of hits. Dream Lover, that was a big song for him.
Oh, that was Dream Lover.
No, it's more of a
Dream Lover.
yeah. So I don't have to dream a lot. Some shit like that. I don't know, Mac the Knife, that was a recreation, but he fucking hit that. You know what I'm saying? He had a number of hits. All right. Did you know? In 1974, Joe Walsh joined the Eagles, replacing Bernie London.
Man.
Damn.
Best
man.
move they had done right there is to bring this man on.
That dude's a badass, dude.
Yes, he is.
Joe Walsh can
What
play.
happened to Bernie, though?
He was a party boy, too, boy. He was,
Bernie left, right?
Where
Bernie
Bernie, though?
Bernie left, dude.
He was like, I'm out, though.
He said, y'all can do this, though.
He said, I'm out,
Y'all
though.
No.
Y'all don't need Bernie, though. And then Joe came.
Yo.
And then they said, you right.
You right.
You don't need
You don't
Bernie.
need you, though. Yeah, man.
His first album, wasn't it Hotel California?
Was it?
It could be.
I think it might have been.
It's a hell of an introduction.
It is a hell of an
Right.
I'll
introduction.
just
That's
say
their
yes.
that's their
I'll say
biggest and one of the greatest songs ever.
Yeah, it's.
I mean, that album itself, just theirs or not, is high on the list of best albums, period.
True that. Yeah, one of the top selling albums of all time. Their greatest hits album, actually.
Yes.
Not any one of their albums. Those all did decent, but their greatest hits album
That was
rivaled one of the Beatles albums. You know what I mean? As most selling album of all time. Glenn Fry used to brag to people about it. Like if he was having a conversation with someone and they had something, he's like, greatest album of all time.
Damn. I mean, you can't argue it.
Yeah.
You can, but
You can, but you can't.
Kiss the ring, baby. Kiss the ring.
fucking ring. It's a greatest hits album. So it's like this is a compilation of all your greatest hits. So that's not fair. But in actuality,
yeah,
he got the sales to back that shit.
dude.
Look at that. Look at that.
Damn.
Just above Mikle for Thriller, dog.
Damn, got 4 million up on my.
He got 4 million up on Miklo right here, dog.
38 times.
38-time platinum mine.
Hey man, Back in Black is 27.
He said, fuck out of here, son. Look at that Led Zeppelin, 24 million shit.
Hotel California.
Led Zeppelin
Another
4.
26.
Yeah, look, there's another one. They got another one.
And another one.
Another one.
Shit.
Damn.
Yeah, they got 2 records in that category.
That's that global kick ass right there. You know,
Yeah, that's an exclusive club up there.
That's an
Yeah.
exclusive club,
Oh,
right
Very
there.
exclusive right there.
38 fucking million records, bro. That's real records. That's not no streaming shit.
Real.
Physical copy,
Yeah,
That's just the ones they can count.
Right.
yeah.
not the bootleg.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Some of the stores that sold the albums that didn't do sound scan, which is what people get these numbers from, is this thing called that they used to do when you moved physical CDs or vinyl or cassettes or even mini disc. It's called sound scan. It's much like they do with the fucking cannabis and the
Yeah,
fucking
like metric.
like metric, right? Is that all this shit comes in once it sells from the store? Boom, they scan that. That counts as one unit sold. Boom, next one comes in. Boom, so on and so forth, right? So that's 38 million sound scans, right? It's probably more in the realm of 40, 42 million because not every store had the sound scan capability. They weren't all on that network to report sales, like mom and pop shops, right? A lot of them didn't do sound scan. There was only a few of them that did.
Yep.
So whatever units you might have sold through that, it doesn't apply to the sound scan. But yeah, I would imagine that it's more around 42 million that they actually moved out there, but it's 38 million that actually got reported.
I bet you with China alone, where they're going to just make their own copies of it, you can add another 20% on top of that.
Yeah,
number.
You don't
absolutely.
want to add bootleg, but you have to because people are literally buying them, and they have.
Well, that's a part of that extra,
right?
You know, like the 38. A part of that 40 is the bootleg for sure.
Columbia
Because
Music
bootleggers
House.
can only make so many physical copies. Because they got to come out of pocket for that shit to make it. So they're only going to make a certain volume. They're not going to do anything that competes with a fucking actual store. Because if you don't sell them, you're sitting on them.
So you think that with someone that's selling like 38 million, that there are probably maybe 3 million that have been sold as bootleg, give or take.
Easy.
Yeah, I would say.
At least.
I would say.
Especially in those.
A couple million, yeah, for sure. All right. Did you know? Tomorrow is the opening of Dr. Greenthumb Canoga Park. Popping off. Food, music, giveaways, and more. It's going to be there. We're going to do a little meet and greet. We invite you to the meet and greet. Come celebrate with us. We're going to be cutting the ribbon at 10 a.m. So you're welcome to come join us on the ribbon cutting and throughout the day and the meet and greet and all that shit. And everybody who is not knowing, we got a new album out there, Psycho Less of Myself. It's called Real Psycho, featured on Apple Music's platform on a few different playlists. New Music Daily, new in hip-hop, rap heavy hitters, bars, bassline, and on Tidal playlists. It's new arrivals and grown rap. On the Spotify playlist, it's on Be Real's Prescription. All right, make sure you check that shit out. The full album is popping there. And hey, subscribe to my this playlist, man. Make it the most popping playlist on Spotify. You could do it. I'm sure half of y'all got a Spotify account. Y'all showed me the minutes the other day.
All that. Here's my stats.
So go to Be Real's Prescription, follow that, and listen to what we got cracking there. And right about now, we're going to encourage everybody in the room to share the show out right now to everybody you know, to every platform you're on. Smash that like, affect the algorithm right here on YouTube. Maybe more people come join our community and we become the biggest fucking community here. And salute to everybody watching on Discord and Twitch as well. You know what I'm saying? Salute to all y'all. We're going to open up the doors to the Insane Asylum. That means y'all got a comment, question, shout out, suggestion. We are here for it. Expedited via Super Chat. Let's go.
Welcome to the Insane Asylum.
All right, let's do this. You guys probably remember this. Rod's asking, did anybody ever get caught for that $30 million heist in Silmar? He's saying that was some Ocean's 11 shit.
I don't remember anybody getting caught for that heist in Silmar.
Which is amazing.
Not that I heard.
I seen a doc on that. I never heard of it until that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy.
RS70 saying Friday before the holidays. He's saying 266 a year, create plus build.
Right
That's
on.
what he's saying. We got Midget Mike saying Mega Millions, 862 million. Better get your tickets.
Go get your fucking lotto tickets, Californians.
That's a come up.
Yeah, it is.
Super come up. That's a great Christmas.
That is the fucking come up, one of the come up of come ups.
Really
There's
is.
been bigger come ups, but that's a pretty fucking big one right
Damn.
there.
392 mil. Take home.
I'll take it.
Home.
Take home.
Yeah.
That all day long.
I know just what to do with that.
Man, in a heartbeat.
Dan Fernandez is saying, just got a notification. My Cali Blaze goodies are arriving by Monday the 23rd, just
Good
in
shit.
time before Christmas.
Yes, sir. Monday is a good day. When is Tuesday's Christmas Eve?
Yes.
Yeah, it's coming up. Good for you. At least you got it early. Hell yeah, Dan.
I was checking out your website, Kelly. You got some
Yep.
new products on there? Got
Yes,
the SHO?
exactly. Just finally, so everybody who always hears us talking about SHO, the solventless hash oil, you'll get it. Comes in a syringe just like this, and it also comes with the actual little pill, so you can fill it. They don't come
Gel
pre-filled.
cap.
Yeah, the gel cap. There you go. There you go. Little empty gel cap, so you can fill it. Make it 20 milligrams or up to like 160 milligrams per pill. Yeah, per pill.
Those are great for people with insomnia.
Oh yeah.
Oof.
And if you want to take edibles with no calories, if you don't want to eat a bunch of sugar or cookies,
Yep, that part.
There's no chemicals in there. It's just pure solventless.
These would be great for Mike G.
Yeah, exactly. Mike's looking.
Salute to Mike G. Dropped 50 pounds.
Yeah, that's what
Cut out the sugar, cut out the late night eating, cut out the wine and the beer. And he looks great. He's back to the shape I remember meeting him at. Fuck, I was like, Jesus Christ.
And I said, Mike, man.
You went back in the time machine.
I said, damn, the blow.
He said the blow.
I got to do him like that.
Wow.
Guy goes and works.
You ain't right.
Yeah. Works his ass off and you come out.
You know what? Next.
Rome 559er is saying, "What's good to the whole table? Wanted to get a big 20-second birthday shout out to my beautiful daughter Cassandra. She stayed making me a proud father."
Hey, Cassandra. We just want to wish you, from the behalf of us here at the Dr. Greenthumb Show, at this table, we want to say happy birthday to you and many more.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Cassandra.
Happy birthday.
Eduardo is saying, "I just turned 62 and I still don't have a backup plan."
All right.
Hopefully
Good.
plan A is rocking though.
Yeah, plan A is rocking. You don't need
Yep.
plan B. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We don't have a plan B.
And Tattoo Practice is saying, "I have a day job and also work on my art at night."
Let's
There you
go.
go. That's what you should.
There you go.
Yeah.
Found a way to balance that.
Right. Pay your bills, do your crafting, and one of these days, hopefully
Maybe the
that
craft
takes over.
pays the bills.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, the craft ain't never gonna pay them bills until you start working that craft and
Yeah.
putting that energy into it.
Yep. That's that part of it too.
RS70 is asking, "Was there a strictly Southgate crew when you guys were talking about like Bloods and Crips and gangs and everything?"
There was a bunch of different crews in Southgate. There was only a couple of gangs in Southgate, but mostly they were party crews, dudes that grew up together on this block or that block, and they partied and they became these guys or that guys, but they weren't necessarily gangs. The gangs were over the tracks. You know what I mean? Cross Alameda, where all the gangs were. I mean, again, there was a couple gangs in Southgate, but not many. More crews, more crews like that. Dudes that hung out, they partied. They might get into a fight here and there, but they weren't necessarily gangbangers like that.
Nate's in here asking, "Who do you guys have tomorrow, Steelers or the Ravens?" They're doing a Saturday game.
Well, I don't really give a shit about either team because they're not my team. But if I'm gonna go with anybody on this, I'm gonna go with the Steelers.
I think the Ravens are gonna win.
All right.
Yeah,
Perfect.
my
Watching them.
mom's a Steelers fan, so I'm gonna go with the Steelers.
I like the Steelers. I just think Baltimore's gonna win.
Wow.
All right.
Well, if that's the case, then they'll have even records, but I think the Steelers gonna win.
All right.
Let's see, Monch is saying 12 ditties diddling.
Well, Diddy's diddling.
Oh my God, dude.
Add that to your song. Fuck that.
Wow.
12 of them.
That's
All,
the remix.
That's a lot of diddlies.
that's all days of all 12 days of Christmas.
Yeah.
Little D.
Diddling for days.
For days.
Diddling for days.
Oh man.
Dilly, 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 dee.
That's cold-blooded.
A Supreme is saying, "Yo, had to stop smoking to go into the military."
Yeah.
Right on.
OG Tone is saying, "Y'all ready for Mariah's Christmas?"
Mariah's Christmas we're already in it.
We're in it. There's no backing out. We can't back out now.
I just mute.
Yeah, but you could mute it, Bobo, but it's still there.
I know it's still there.
Still there. Can't shake it.
Not that bad.
No, it's not. It's
Not.
just everywhere.
Could be worse.
It
That's
could
for
be
sure.
worse. Yes, it could be worse. Thank God it's not, but it's still overwhelming sometimes.
Yes.
It hurts.
I could hear the song playing in my head right now, and I haven't even heard it yet.
That's
No,
the same
it's
thing.
Fucked up, yeah.
As we've been talking about.
I'm not going to sing it. I can't.
All I want.
Oh,
No.
no.
Stop it. Don't do it. Why?
Why?
Why would you
Because
do
you
that?
say it, and that's the first thing.
Yeah, but you don't
No.
gotta articulate it like put the vocal box to it.
Why not?
No.
No.
30 strong.
I was
years.
just saying that I could hear it in my head. I didn't want to hear it for real.
All right, fair.
All right.
Al Loke is asking AOB and the rest of the crew, do any of you guys hit any of the live rosin or any vapes or any cartridges nowadays?
Yeah, we all do.
Or do you guys just strictly stick to flour and regular concentrates?
Nah, we do a little bit of all that shit.
all that.
A little bit of everything.
Yup, everybody at the table.
On my way is saying, Ayo Cypress, can we get a Sosa ramp up one more time for the homie?
A Sosa ramp up? What does that mean? What?
Sosa from Scarface.
Oh.
Yeah. That's what I'm guessing. When you,
I told you a long time ago, you fucking little monkey, never to fuck me. Is that a good ramp up?
That's pretty good.
RS70
That's a Sosa ramp up. If you're talking about Tony ramping up on Sosa, that's a different.
want to go to war?
Yeah, that's the ramp up over there.
Oof.
The Sosa ramp up.
Yeah, that's the Sosa ramp up is him telling him, I told you a long time ago, you fucking little monkey.
Just left him hanging on the phone. He was just
That was
screaming
cold.
at nobody.
He called him a fucking little monkey.
Yeah.
Oof.
Ice cold. Sosa was not to be played with because in the end,
he won.
he won.
He won, dude.
Tony was like fucking chopped liver in his home, in his fountain.
Tony was in
His
and out.
whole crew was.
Yeah.
What happened,
Yeah.
Tony? What happened? Well, you know.
He had a fucking weak crew. When you think about it, Tony had a shitty squad. He only had a couple good guys,
They didn't do nothing
Yeah.
for him. And
and they didn't do shit for him. And he kills one of them
Yeah, for plowing that. Come on.
for boning his sister. And then the other one, the one that he could have doubled up with, he leaves him outside to get chopped
Word.
up. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And then the other guys, they just get taken out like they didn't know.
How to
like,
use a gun, yeah.
they were shitty.
yeah, they had no chance.
They were a shitty gang. They were shitty security. They got crept up on. I think they fired 2 shots.
yeah, for being as big a
Nick
you
the
know,
pig fired 2 shots or 1 shot and they got his head blown the fuck off.
Yeah.
Nick the pig was an amateur, son.
Hey man, you got a job.
This has not been really analyzed or talked about of how bad or inefficient.
Manny was the only
His-
thorough
was.
motherfucker and he kills him.
Yeah.
Tony deserved to get his ass chopped up, son.
Damn.
But how
was
many
out of
bullets?
control.
Yeah, he was out of pocket.
How many bullets?
was.
Did,
Think about this. He was an
all of them.
anti-hero to people. You know what I'm saying? Everybody,
Yeah.
Tony Montana. Yet he made the most dickheaded moves ever,
Word.
Yep.
right?
Yep.
True.
That's
Even
the realization I'm trying to give people. Tony Montana was not the guy.
He was not a hero.
He was not, well, not only that, is he was not the smartest fucking guy in the world.
No.
Dude,
Stupid little monkey.
He was a fucking little monkey.
when he shot that assassin dude, that he was, I told you, no kids. When he shot that dude in the head, right there in the middle of the broad daylight, you know what I mean? Like just, I told you, no fucking kids.
I told you. What do you think about that, huh?
Yeah.
No, it was dead.
He's not gonna.
What do you think about that? He wasn't thinking.
Hey, see, he should have told that to Sosa. Hey, look, I'll do this for you, but if I see any kids, I'm not going to do it. That way there was an understanding.
Right.
He just pulled that move right there to Sosa's guy, and that wasn't sanctioned like that. It was like, you need to do this shit no matter what. And Tony chose to have some humanity in that moment. So that's kind of what made him a good guy in that moment, that he wouldn't kill the wife and kids, but he was truly a dickhead.
Yes.
He was a dickhead either way.
His old mama didn't like him.
His old mama didn't
you
like
knew
him.
that. When
man.
she was throwing the money. She was like trying to
Yeah,
give him the money
his
back.
old mama didn't want him.
With your
Yeah.
jailhouse manners. You come in here with your money and your jailhouse manners. And, oof,
Yeah,
she
that was-
fucking gave it to him. That was the speech of speeches.
Yeah.
All right, we're going too far. Sorry, Tony. Fuck you, Tony.
RS70 is asking, what's the holiday schedule for next week?
We'll be here till.
There's
we're
going to
not.
be best of shows all week.
Bobo will be in the building all week.
Yeah.
Best show.
It'll be on Christmas. For
Yeah.
sure.
Christmas for sure. It's just you, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Extravaganza.
Dressed as
We're gonna have
Bobo Claus.
The Bobo Christmas extravaganza.
Yep.
He's going to parade outside.
He's gonna have the green Santa suit, not the red one, son. Just let's be specific. Why does Santa got a green suit? Nobody ever got him in the fucking green.
Santa's in a green suit?
They had him in a couple of images. He's in a green and white suit.
What?
Maybe we want to
Why?
flip it a little bit. You know,
You
Yeah.
got Steph baffled on this. He's like, really? Green?
Yeah, sometimes you'll see that color every now and then. Mostly it's red and white,
Yeah, red
Yeah,
white.
but there's always there's another color combo out there, son. Trust. I've seen it.
I've seen a blue Santa suit too.
All right, let's go.
It says Santa Claus was originally depicted in green, and then
Oh.
it later changed to red and white.
All right.
Early depiction of Santa was green clothing.
Way to go,
is there a
capitalism.
picture of that?
Right here. There's-
Oh, look at him. He looks so much fresher, dude.
It's just-
He gave those colors up to give them to me. You know what I'm saying?
You want
Now
me
the
to
Grinch is
believe
green.
that?
You could have him, Green Thumb.
He looks so much fresher,
Yeah, he kind of does look fresh.
right? Like
Green
That
was
green suited him.
Green did suit him.
But
I'm saying nah.
yeah, I like it.
For the Coke can, not so much. You know what
Nah.
I mean, he needed the red splash for the Coke can. Everything else, hey, sure, why not?
Yeah,
But that just goes to show you, you know, when you want to market a fictional figure, you know, hey, maybe he's better in red.
Hey, nobody would have got their picture taken with that fool at the mall if he had his green one.
hell yeah. I've been
Irish
like,
Santa.
You think
The
that
fuck
they
off
would
my
have-
lap, lad.
We don't want to
They
take a
would've
picture with
asked.
the elf.
they
Yeah,
would
the
have
elves
asked.
we got stuck with those fucking greens, man.
Yeah.
yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, we got Marbell in here. He's asking, where Colton be without this job? He's saying, what up, Ray? I wouldn't be dealing with your stupid ass.
Oh, wow, you got feelers right there. Is that see it? He got it his feelings.
Felt that with both hands.
Oh my God.
Wow.
He'd be somewhere rolling his R's.
Somewhere trying to roll his R's.
Ask a Bum saying, bad news. Dads Against Predators is facing charges for beating up a chomo at the Minneapolis Mall of America. He's saying cops are the enemy, period.
That's the thing. You can't put your hands on them, even though you know they're pieces of shit. You have to
Yeah.
let the law come and do what they do. I get why. You know what I mean? And a lot of us would say, fuck yeah, that motherfucker deserved to get the hands put on him. But in terms of the justice system, all it takes is you to put your hands on somebody and they could fucking sue you.
Yep.
And all of a sudden you're in jail and they're not, and they're the pieces of shit.
And they're better off in jail, meaning there's justice for chomos in jail. You ain't got to do nothing out here. Let him get arrested.
Yeah.
Because once he gets in, he's bait.
Yeah.
He's bait the second he gets there. So he's a target. So most people don't get justice. They get justice behind bars.
Eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
And the last one so far, The Great Pretender saying, did any of you guys attend or perform the ditching parties in the 80s or 90s around
Absolutely.
L.A.?
Absolutely, I did.
And he's asking, which
Oh, yeah.
crew had the best parties?
I'm not gonna say the crew name, but I could tell you I've been to some wild shit when I was a kid in terms of ditch parties.
Oh, yeah.
Wasn't Diddy.
It wasn't that. No, it was mostly drinking and smoking, trying to flirt with chicks,
Oh, yeah.
shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But mainly what took precedent was the getting fucked up. You know what I mean? Sometimes blacking out because you're too young and you ain't got the tolerance and you went way too hard.
Oh, hell yeah.
Motherfuckers is either tossing it up or passing out, blacking out.
Oh, man.
Oh my.
Dude, yeah.
Heavy duty.
I didn't necessarily black out, but I got fucking loaded a couple times at some ditching parties, boy. Phew.
When was the
Regretted
last
it.
time you blacked out?
Who, me?
Yeah. Last time I blacked out, I was 35.
Me too.
From drinking?
Well, he was like, me
Drinking
too,
a-
35.
Drinking a
Wow.
fool.
I think
Yeah,
2011. I mean, 2012.
I would say I was in my 30s too, yeah. I was in my probably early 30s the
I
one
quit
time I
alcohol
blacked
at
out.
34.
2005.
Yeah, 35. I did it After I was carried out of my own birthday party.
Yeah, that I could see that.
Been there.
I mean, they asked me, and it says, yo, Bobo, you want to try to walk or you want us to carry you? I says, nah, y'all can carry me, man.
Oh well, the last time, like
Like-
the one time that I remember being blacked out is the story I told about like that I was at Grego's house and we had a fucking crazy ass party and we were hitting jungle juice and all that shit. We were smoking blunts, and I woke up in the bathroom. One of his sister's friends was knocking on the door. Get the fuck up and get out of here. I need to use the fucking bathroom. And I woke up and I realized I was the one like asleep in the bathroom. And I didn't throw up anywhere. I thought I would have damaged it, but I guess I took care of business, and fell asleep in that motherfucker, bro. I must have been like, I think I was probably like 19 or 20 at the time. But the rest of them, no, I remember. Like, I didn't necessarily black out. I got fucking wasted beyond the point you should be wasted and did all the things, the eruptions, all that. But the blackout, yeah, it had probably 19 or 20.
Yeah, I blacked out 3 times, and every one of them, only thing I remember was the ramp up and the wake up.
Right.
That whole
Blackout.
blackout period, there's no recollection of this. Only the stories that have been recited back to me.
That's why it's called blackout.
Man,
All right.
that's scary.
And
too.
every one of those times when I woke up hours later, I was hammered.
Oh
I
yeah.
was out of it.
Oh yeah. It's gonna take a minute before it flushes out. You know what I mean?
Shit.
All right.
Ask Obama saying B, you should dress as Cypress Claus tomorrow.
Cypress Claus. What does Cypress Claus look like?
Yeah.
Stupid.
Come on.
He's definitely wearing
I don't know.
green.
You know what is Cypress? Yeah, Cypress Claus has to wear green.
Yep.
We should get old boy with the Dr. Greenthumb skull thing, right? And have him come in the green suit. That's Cypress Claus.
Yeah. I agree.
Thumb Claus.
Call him up right now.
Green Claus.
Green claws.
Where you at?
Green Thumb Claus.
Where you at though?
Where you at?
Santa Thumb.
Santa thumb.
Santa Thumb. I don't know.
Nah.
Mm.
There's
That
one
would
in
be
there.
that would be something. All right.
In the last super chat so far, Marbell saying if Colton reads Shakespeare, I'll be nice to him.
We should get a passage from Shakespeare.
We should have a live read-off between Bolton and Marbell, and the first one that can roll their R's gets Bolton's job.
Wow.
Shit, that's a lot of pressure on both sides.
Remember when Marbell called up Be Real on Tony A? And
Marbell just be all
I remember when Marbell called up Be Real on Tony A's podcast, and Marbell couldn't even like get any words out, and Be Real literally had to ask Marbell, Marbell, did you need anything?
Damn.
What do you need, man?
Dude couldn't even talk.
He's probably loaded.
Yeah, he was high on PCP, man. Give him a
People drink when they watch that show because, Tony used to drink when he did that show. So people were drinking right along with it. Could be that he was on smash mode.
Mm-hmm.
Ranking.
Drinking. I know. My first show with Tony, I was pretty loaded when I left. He had the drinks rolling. They were good, too.
final battle.
Yeah, salute to Tony A, man. Aight.
Burns32 is saying, I blacked out, woke up by cops in Alberto's restroom.
Wow.
That's not a good way to wake up.
Getting woken up by the cops is really not. That's not gold. Those are
That's
not
a
gold.
bad wake up call,
Those
son.
are not gold at all.
Because you know you're still wasted when you got woken up by them.
Yeah, no, you don't want to be getting woken up by no cop.
Nah.
Hey, that happened with Tiffany Haddish a couple years back or a year and a half back. She got kind of loaded, and they woke her up in her car.
Yep. Getting woken up by transit because you fell asleep on the train and you wake up in the yard. Like my train stopped, it was Jamaica Station, and after that it went into the yard. Bro, if you blacked out, you'd actually have to get out, walk on the tracks. It was dangerous. It was
Wow, they didn't care. They
black
just,
out and wake up in the train yard. You're like, what the fuck is going on? Those
Damn.
Yep.
Oh, my goodness.
I've seen those videos where people walk up to like someone's passed out in their car and they walk up, they start knocking on the window like to help them out, and he just takes off. and he ends up like running into buildings or other cars.
Yeah.
I've seen that before.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like they just get so scared, they're like, "Oh shit!"
That's why you kind of gotta like,
leave them alone.
You gotta leave them alone. Let them wake up on their own. Someone might honk a horn and it might wake them up, and they may do that shit. But it's like it's a delicate situation because someone could just like off reaction, not knowing where they're at, just boom, you know what I mean, and right into a building or a person or another car. All right.
And that seems to be it so far.
Word up. I think you got another one right now.
Oh, did we get one? Let me check here.
yeah,
We got a
don't-
couple here. We got Coldplay and the Spin Doctor saying our Be Real diss track drops tonight.
Hell yeah, I want to hear it. Won't hear it.
And On My Way saying Colton can't roll his R's because he don't know how to eat coochie.
Shazam.
Wow. Don't get red.
Don't get
Don't get red.
yeah. It is what it is.
I'm barting right now.
You're bartzing.
Damn.
He's
I'm
barting.
bartzing.
He's bartzing.
And I think that seems to be it.
All right. We know more come as we go. When we see them, we'll take them. But right about now, we're about to go into submissions. All right.
What?
All right, this first one's awesome. You guys were talking about Black Friday. Balls Mahoney saying, want a fun Black Friday story? My first Black Friday working at the store in 2009, I helped a dude load a 50-inch plasma into his convertible Mini Cooper.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Perseverance.
That's like some New York shit. You see people getting creative with how they get things home, man.
Hey, you got a mini, you want a 50-inch? What are you going to do?
You use what you got. Oh, my God.
Like, no, I don't need delivery.
Yeah, right. No.
No, I won't be taking your
Hashtag, the meme caption should be, I got this.
No, I'm not paying for your delivery.
No, thank you on delivery.
I don't know how that's even in there because, I mean, where's the seat? They have to take the seat out.
That's a 2-bedroom apartment.
Man.
All right, next in here, it's Anatomic. He's saying, here's a couple of concept designs. Peace to everyone.
Hell
We
yeah.
got the strong license
Flat
plates.
Earth.
All right.
I like that flat Earth, man.
Flat Earth.
Wow.
Yep.
That is pretty good. Same team.
Would you get these, Steptone?
Yeah, man, for sure.
Hell yeah.
That one's nice. I'd get that one. It's a giveaway, though.
Don't want to be driving through West Hollywood with those plates.
They might get the wrong idea.
Just saying.
All right.
Are you, buddy?
Diggy saying, yo, Bobo, you've been stepping up the game with the snacks.
I see them everywhere, man.
I see him everywhere.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
Bobo's expanding.
Yes.
Yeah, the thing is, for better marketing, just had to use, the different person on the cover.
Our marketing group said
Our
that
marketing group, our demographic lets us know that,
Your focus group.
if they thought you were a young little white girl
yeah,
They'll buy it.
making Bobo's cookies, they'll buy it.
yeah.
Right. I mean,
Imagine Bobo's face on the cover right there.
They may not get it, with you on the cover, but, they have her. Like, as long as you know, right?
Our boy Mike B is saying, hit the deli up, got me a Reuben sandwich.
All right.
probably good.
Ruben. Oye, Ruben. Ven acá, Ruben. That looks good, though.
Washing it down with a 2-liter of Coke.
I'd rather do it without onions, but to each his and hers.
That kraut.
No kraut.
No
What?
crowd.
Get that kraut out. That's right, son. Krautless.
For true.
All American.
Not when I'm kraut.
I wouldn't get rid of it, but I wouldn't need it to be like 40% of the sandwich.
I would tell you that I need to get rid of all that shit.
That's just a little too much.
Too much kraut?
Yeah, too much kraut, man.
I'll try it.
Bring it. Wrong.
Wrong.
Well, that's for you. That's your
all the kraut.
opinion.
Mike Lakewood is saying, check out Taco Bell. They're going to start selling chicken nuggets for a limited time.
And fries.
They need to stop.
Who's gonna sell chicken?
Taco
nuggets?
Bell.
Taco Bell.
Oh, they're trying to stick it to McDonald's and Jack in the Crack. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen the Taco Bell cantina where they serve alcohol?
Yeah.
No way.
Really?
Downtown.
Like beers?
They're like, bring your ass up in here and have a drink, man.
Or the Taco Bell cantina.
Talk about a blowout. Drinking and Taco Bell the same night. Yeah. That's not going to be good. Bro.
Hey, Bolton,
Yo.
fuck
Uber
off.
drivers, Uber
Bolton,
and Lyft
fuck
drivers
off.
Be warned.
God damn it,
You
Bobo.
fuckheads. Totally fucked the chain up.
You
Fuck.
I was talking over him, though. That's my bad.
Yeah, way to go, guys.
Yeah, there was a lot of things going on.
Yeah.
Like,
I missed it, too. I was like, oh, man.
Damn.
I didn't know I didn't get the cue, and it was
C minus got it.
Yeah, I was there, bro. But then, the guy next
were
to
late.
me.
Huh?
You were late.
No,
He was not late.
I was not late, dude.
He was on it.
Hey, Bolton, fuck off.
Hey, Bolton, fuck off.
Hey, Bolton, fuck off.
Hey, boom, fuck off.
Hey, Bolton, fuck off.
Hey, Bolton, fuck off.
There you go.
Nice. There you go. Let's give a round for that.
Bolton telling himself. That's great.
Yeah, man.
All right, we got this sentence. What do you guys think of this Kodiak bear next to a human? I think a bear can beat up a grizzly, or a bear can beat up a gorilla easily after seeing this.
Oh,
Like,
that's huge.
Well,
Watch this bear just stand up.
Yeah.
This thing's
They're ridiculous.
huge.
Yeah, they're ridiculous.
yeah, even a silverback is not as big as that.
They're huge, too, though.
And those are big,
It's the claws.
but they can't
Yeah.
they can't stand like 9 feet tall.
Those bears.
That's more than 9 feet. Yeah, that's
Yeah, no, they're 9-10 feet.
Kodiak bears are just grizzly bears that live on Kodiak Island, just so you know.
Those bears
the
do
biggest
not go where Bigfoot is. Where Bigfoot is known to be, those bears will not go into that area.
Where is Bigfoot known to be?
All up and down the West Coast. All the way up through Alaska.
Dubs.
In the foresty areas.
Yeah. All over the continental, all of North America, really, basically.
So what about Alaska?
Fully. All over Alaska.
Kodiak is an island of Alaska.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, the Alaskan stories are where some of the most extreme versions of it are.
You got to go to the Bigfoot spotting map.
There you go. Look at that.
They're
Nowhere.
fucking everywhere,
Look at
son.
Mexico.
Live up in
They're
Oregon.
practically everywhere, son.
Oregon's popping. Look at that shit.
Oh my God.
Nowhere in Nebraska. though.
He's squatching everywhere. Right. Even in space. All right.
He's down there partying in Miami. Just down there partying it up.
Down there partying in Tampa and Miami, you know what I'm saying? He's going to Disney World in Orlando.
Yeah.
In Florida, it's known as the skunk ape.
What's that?
Bigfoot, the Sasquatch. That's what they call it in Florida. Is the Florida skunk ape.
The skunk ape.
Skunk, because he smells.
Got a stank.
That motherfucker smells like a skunk.
Oh,
He ain't worried about a shower.
No.
No,
He ain't going in the swamps because he don't want to get his ass bit by alligator.
Not gators.
Too many gators out there.
Gators up on him, man.
Yeah, hygiene is not their focus.
No.
No.
Not at all. No focus on that.
No focus. Unless they find them a little river somewhere, you know what I'm saying?
Even then.
Anatomic is saying, here's a current sketch idea for Dr. Greenthumbs. Trying to break in this new iPad.
It's pretty dope.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, man.
Salute.
Big fingers.
And Murr Eats is saying, this Florida Kush strain is so citrusy and packs a solid punch.
Word. Enjoy.
Looks good.
And our boy Josh is saying, we're at day 2 from Flip, starting the stretch. We got 3 strawberry coughs and 1 blue dream.
Strawberry cough. OG.
I haven't heard that in a while.
Yeah, it's an old school one for sure.
Excellent.
Is that a sativa?
Yeah.
Okay. And our boy Smokestack Mackie saying, "Yo, be real. You're talking about this movie the other day."
Yeah. It's a trippy movie. That could be a good B movie for you right there, Bobo.
Oh, that's Hunter S. Thompson.
Yeah, that's the movie before Johnny Depp did it. Johnny Depp did his version, Fear and Loathing, and there's Where the Buffalo Roam. And I gotta tell you, Peter Boyle is fucking nuts in this movie. In the way that like, what's his name, Benito.
Mm-hmm.
He did a great job, but Peter Boyle does a fucking. It's a pretty crazy spin on it too. Bill Murray,
they're both perfect for this.
Yeah, it's good. It's just a different version of those characters, played by some brilliant motherfuckers too.
Hell yeah.
Matt sent this in. Gets pulled over. Me, it's medicinal, cop. First of all, that's crack.
Yeah, I got some medicinal crack, officer.
The cleanest of the clean. Officer.
I don't do drugs.
Oh man.
Yeah, you ain't getting away with that.
No, you ain't getting off with that. Medicinal crack.
It's medicinal.
It's medicinal.
Ask a Bum saying the scariest movie ever, Amityville Horror?
Amityville
Horror?
It's
Yeah.
Long Island.
Amityville
New
Horror.
York.
I want to say if I was a cop and someone told me that was medicinal, I'd be letting them go because that would have been good. I'd be like, that's
Every
really good.
In the things you've heard as a cop, that would have been acceptable.
Here's your rock, man.
Hey,
Enjoy
yeah.
this. Enjoy this last. It's one rock. Enjoy yourself.
Don't let me catch you again.
Yeah, get
Second
outta
time,
here.
I'm not gonna fucking let you go.
Yeah. Yep. They're gonna wreck your life for this one little pebble.
Ouch.
Yeah, the Amityville. That's where. Yeah, that.
It's a fucked up story.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can go to the house. They still every year during Halloween. You can go there. It's right off of Route 110. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Been
they-
there before.
There's
In
many
Amityville.
movies?
People don't.
Oh, yeah.
People don't buy that house neither, right? I know a couple people tried, but they got the fuck out.
Yeah, I mean, if you watch the movie, anytime like when there's that part where the walls are saying "get out,"
Yeah.
like yeah,
If the walls are telling you to get out, get the fuck out.
might as well just
The
listen.
family stood in there. They were tripping. Like,
They're like,
thinking,
"No."
am I hearing things? Yes.
Yes, you are.
Yes.
Yes.
In that house, you were.
Look at that, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a trippy looking house.
You been there, Blaze?
Yeah. Everybody's like I said, it was
I've
just a
been there.
thing to do. So.
That's like an attraction.
Yeah, it is big time. Very touristy.
They say that house was like the gateway, the portal to hell, or some shit like this. That's why it was so cursed and active. The portal.
You've been there a lot, Lawrence, Kansas. You ever hear about there being one of the portals, a gate to hell, just outside of Lawrence?
What?
No, I never heard that.
You never heard
Real?
that? I used to every time we went there, they're like, "Man, the gate. We got one of the 6 or 7 gates of hell right outside town. You want
I
to
wouldn't doubt it.
I'm like, I ain't going to no gate of hell. What are you talking about?
So I don't want to see no gate.
Dude,
Wait,
crazy?
hell.
Get that close?
Yeah.
Like 30, 40 years till that.
Yeah, fuck
Snap
all
some
that.
pictures. Send me some pictures.
So no, I'm
Damn.
good. I don't need to see the gateway. I think De La Soul grew up around that shit.
Yeah, that was
Like that was like around their area or something like that.
Amityville.
Yeah, it's the same area.
Yeah.
It's 10 minutes away.
Yeah. All right.
All right, next in here, let's see. Oh yeah, we got we already showed that Anatomic. We got Mert Eats. He's saying, "Yo guys, dabbing it up." He's saying, "I absolutely love this black cherry soda. It's full spectrum."
Good for you, man.
Nice.
Enjoy.
Nice. Hey, did you know that De La Soul was actually gonna originally the first name that they thought of, but as they were coming up for a band, there was like they had some other name I can't remember, but then they got one. Then they threw the name out From the Soul, and then it was Dave, rest in peace, who said, "Why don't we do De La Soul?" And that's how it flipped it. And he's part Haitian, so like I guess that's where the De La or De La
Well, they speak
comes
Creole.
from. Yeah.
Different. Yeah.
So
Wow.
to replace From the Soul.
Damn. That's really dope.
Just a little trivia there for you.
That's
Trivia.
really cool.
Trivial information. That's where that line De La Soul, From the Soul, comes from.
Say that soul me from the soul.
Boom.
All right, we got a beat submission here. We got our boy Tav So he sent in a few submissions here. Let's check these out.
Come on. Whoa. They're beat submissions? Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Yep.
I feel like I should be meditating. All right.
He also sent this one in as well. It's called The Path.
Ooh. The path?
The Path.
The path of the righteous man is beset on all sides with the inequities, the tyranny of evil men.
That's hard.
Blessed is he who walks through the valley of darkness. I knew the whole thing, but it would have took too long. All right. Nice beat.
He sent in one more.
Bring it.
That was a nice one. It's got a very vibey style, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is pretty dope. I could hear a old school Beastie Boys style where they're screaming on this shit. Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Get it. All right. Oh, girl.
And we got Marbell in here. I don't even know what he's saying here.
You never do.
I don't know that first word.
What do you mean?
I think
Give it a shot.
Uh-oh.
Bring it.
Power through it.
Relo or Relo? Rapio?
What? Let's see. I'm trying to find it.
Is it Rapio on the second
Rapio?
one? Rizar, and Retort.
Why don't you say it for him?
Wait, what's this kid saying?
I don't even know. I just looked. I don't know what the fuck he's trying to say either.
Oh, Ray says Raylo.
Relo.
Raylo.
He rolled one on you.
Yeah.
He rolled another
Is it
one on you.
Rapio?
Rapio?
Rapio. Rizar? I can't.
Yeah, no, don't even try it. It's done.
Dude.
And Retort.
And retort.
It's almost 5 years now, though, dude. Almost 5 years.
Yeah, those ride homes in the car ain't doing you know.
And I gave you 2 weeks to make me spaghetti.
Oh, damn.
Wow, he gave you a fucking deadline.
He gave, yeah.
God damn.
Damn.
I never heard that before.
He banged on you about spaghetti.
Yeah, well, he's got to bring in something that he made before he even gets close to even having that spaghetti brought in here again.
Woo!
If you missed out on the first serving, that's your fault.
Matt Trees is asking, you guys were talking about Scarface. He's asking, was Scarface a real story?
No.
I don't think so.
No, that the Scarface was also a remake because they had done it like 2 or 3 times or something already. One in the 50s and one in the 30s or 40s or some shit like this.
39 or something.
And the last one so far, Omega Man is saying, I love growing cannabis and plants of all kind. I am an amazing grower. I can grow any plants amazingly well. I have 2 green hands.
Right on.
Horticulturist.
Salute.
Yes, sir.
Ah, yeah.
Boom, bang, boom, bang.
And I think that seems to be it.
Thank you very much for your submissions. Thank you very much for your interactions. We appreciate all of y'all and the love and support you give us and being here with us on the daily. Salute to all y'all. Make sure you check out the mix show after this. I don't know who's in the mix. It's going to be a surprise for y'all, all right? But check us out. Dr. Greenthumb Mix Show, BREALTV 2 right here on YouTube. Also on the home site, www.BREAL.tv. You can check it out there. Come get down with us. And on Twitch as well. If you're watching on Twitch, you can go to B_RealTV and the mix will be popping off. I think you got 2 more from Askabam.
Let's see. Askabum, speaking of Scarface, are you friends with him?
The rapper, yes. Salute to the legendary Scarface, Brad Jordan.
One of the best to ever do it.
He did a dope NPR one.
Yeah, he did.
Mm-hmm.
He's a pro.
Always dope.
And Megan's asking, could Bolton do an imagination of Sosa from Scarface?
Impression, you mean?
Oh, no, she said imagination. Honestly, I need to rewatch that to do that, to be honest with you. I haven't seen it enough to even attempt it.
I don't think he's got the quotables in line.
Yeah, I don't even know what he says.
Yeah, no, he has to watch it.
We have a problem, Tony.
You know,
That was good.
he would need to push it to the limit.
Walk along the racer's edge.
That one.
All right.
See? That's how I feel when I say some out of place shit. Like
Well, no,
crickets, I'm like,
That
God,
went in the count.
damn
That it went in. It connected well.
Yeah.
just died at the end.
No, it didn't die. It
No,
just-
It did. There was
it's just
crickets.
served
just
its
a-
purpose.
It served a purpose. It added on.
Yes, sir.
Marbell the other day was like, Colton, how come you weren't banging on the east side as when they were here? And it's like when Mozzie was here,
Yeah.
I yelled out, "Yo, B, I'm just bicking back being Bool,"
Oh,
and
yeah.
it went dead silent. Nobody said anything. Like everyone was just looking around, like, "What the fuck?"
Fuck.
I was
great.
just letting it breathe. You know what I'm saying?
Great.
No, I don't want the breath support.
Bossy, he cracked a smile and chuckled right there. I was like, all right.
But it was literally crickets.
Because I don't think anybody expected that from you. You know what I mean? That you would say that with a, well-known Crip. Sit right here.
FM comes up afterwards. He goes, "Did you actually just say that?" I was like, "Oh man."
Oh yeah, I did.
We call that priceless.
That was priceless. You know what I'm saying? I think he even thought it was priceless because he was getting it from like the white guy up in the booth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think he thought that was cute.
That was amazing.
You know what I'm saying? That's why he didn't take offense to it.
Yeah, when that happened, I was like, "Never again."
It was like that commercial, that Southwest commercial. Want to get away? All right, next.
That seems to be it. But you guys were talking about the Scarface original. Is this even something to watch or not?
Give it a watch.
You could give it a watch. It's nothing like the fucking one you're used to.
Oh, not at all.
It's nothing like it. It's just called Scarface. But it's a similar story. Dude coming from nothing, making his way up the ladder, trying to get his, and then
Yeah.
the ugly outcome at the end. Nobody gets out alive, man.
Nope.
True that.
All right. C-, got any shout-outs?
Shout out to everyone here at the table. Shout out to everyone in the treehouse. Shout out to everyone in the office. Dro, Aton, Javi Lopez, E-Zone, and you guys and gals for hanging with us. You can follow me at C-Fan4 on all social medias. I'll be going on Twitch later on all this weekend, so just keep your notifications on. And I'll see you in the mix. Word up. What up, Eric Bobo?
All right. Catch me on the socials on Twitter, X at Eric Bobo, IG Eric_Bobo. Also on Discord, Bobo's Corner and Insane Asylum. Big ups to everybody here at the table and in the treehouse. To everyone out there that supports the show, thank you very much. To Discord mods, thank you very much for all your help over there. And yeah. Have a great weekend. Get your Christmas shopping done. Buddy.
Shout the Insane Asylum. Thank you guys so much. Shout to Ray Morning Shot Films. Shout to The Dominator. Check out CaliBlaze.net. And what's up, Steftone?
Yep. Shout out Mark Sargent, Karen B, David Weiss, Cali Blaze, B, C-, Bobo, Bolton, Ray Morning Shot Films, Charon at Velvet Hammer, Dominator, Aton, Pedro, Javi Lopez, E-Zone, Psycho Leezy, Mello, all the Asylum. Y'all have a great weekend, and catch y'all next week. Cali Blaze.
Shout out to everybody at the table, 5150s, Insane Asylum. Don't forget, we got those SHO syringes on the site. We got some Scalato up on the site, and a couple new strains dropping next week. So yeah, take advantage of BREALTV code when you check out for additional discounts. I'll see y'all on Monday. Have a good weekend.
As cool of a movie as Scarface is, we all grew up to it and enjoy it, seen it hundreds of times. To the ones that, you know, glorify the character of Tony Montana, just remember, he got himself and his whole squad, including his sister, smoked. Swallow that.